Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God. This is part of the Decluttering Challenge. So the other day you saw me clean off my bookshelf, which is right over there. You can't see it on the camera, but it's right over there. And we cleaned off multiple shelves. I had some free stuff, so if you haven't seen that, please go to the other video, see if there's some stuff you would like sent to you. And I haven't finished that, but I think the next process, this is the hard thing about decluttering, is sometimes you get to the point that you're like, I don't know if I need to declutter this so I can declutter that, or I need to do that one first. So I think we're gonna do this. So what we've done so far is this was loaded with stuff, and I had one of my girls get up on a stool and clean this all out because I just didn't want to stand on a stool for that long. So all of that has gone onto the couch. I have a bin of Legos. I have a bin of science type activity sets that were given to the boys. And then I have a big orange bin filled with random things. So while I go through here, I'm going to hand things to Mark and we're going to put it in different places. This is not going to finish my organizing of this section. It's just going to get this cleaned out so I can figure out what needs to go in here and what needs to go there. I want the stuff on the bookshelf to not look messy. So it's going to be the books that are sitting on the shelf most of the time and maybe bins of things that are closed. I want the stuff that gets messy. If you're a homeschooler, you know what I mean. Just the stuff that gets messy, you see? The messy stuff. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna organize this so that I have the room for the messy stuff in here and the stuff that's not so messy can go out on my shelves. So I'm gonna hand stuff to Mark, who's behind the camera, and tell him where to put stuff. And I'm going to put some stuff in this bin. This bin will probably not be finished today. I woke up this morning with a headache, so I'm trying to not make too big of a mess so I can stop at any point. So, first thing, these are some glow sticks. Can you put these on the counter because we'll let the kids use them tonight. We have a friend with a little one that would enjoy those. So, that's what we're going to do with that. Okay. This is some popsicle sticks. The kids use these for a lot of different things. They're going in that bin for now. Could you put these two things with the paper cutter on that shelf? They're not going to stay there, but that's where I need that type of stuff altogether. Okay, this is something that I need to be able to go through, but it needs to go sit on the desk for right now. This and these big bins. So however those are going to work best for you, Mark. These need to be organized. I do not need to keep all of these notebooks. I just can't look at it and say, here, toss this. I got to go through each page. Okay, these go with our Alphaphonics. Alphaphonics is the reading program that we use. You can get it on Kindle too. I had this one. It's starting to fall apart, so I recently ordered it on Kindle. But when I got this free at our local homeschool conference, it also had the reader books with it, which you don't get on the Kindle, so I still have these, keeping it all together for right now. I may eventually get rid of this book, but for right now, that's not part of this challenge. That can go with those things you just got rid of. These are pipettes. We use them for science projects. I'm gonna throw away the random ones. We have a school paper we're gonna throw away. I need a trash can probably, or a bag. A bag would work.
Trash can, I think.
I have a bunch of different flashcards. And I think I have a flashcard. Okay, I've got this big bin right here, which has a bunch of flashcards in it. So I'm going to take that out and put it in its own pile on the couch. We will organize that. Where this cupboard is, it's very good, but it's kind of in a corner, so it makes it a little hard for me to stand and get to the things I need to get to. So you're just going to see me tossing stuff. Some of it might be things the kids like, but not necessarily things we're going to keep. That one's not broken. Sometimes you go through things like this. Whoops. You go through things like this and you find like broken toys and things that don't make sense. Hey Samuel, I need your help. You put this with the Jenga blocks, and can you get me a small bin that I can put all the balls in? We've got a whole bunch of balls in here that we use for therapy and things. So they're just trying to get through this whole section. Okay, again, we're gonna take some stuff out that is gonna go back in. I'm just not sure what shelf it's gonna go back in on. This big blue thing will be cleaned out, but it has glue, crayons, pencils, scissors, Okay, Samuel, I meant a little bucket that could go in here, not a laundry basket. Thank you. You might need to go to the basement and find something. This can go out for right now. It is going to go back in here. I'm just not sure if it's going on that shelf. It's just going to help me to... Okay. You'll hear Josiah's trying to help, but his feet are loud.
They make the camera go...
Yeah. We have little earthquakes all of a sudden. Okay, I am keeping this, but this can go down next to the stuffed animals, just under our desk.
Just so you know, if you hold it down there, nobody can see what you're doing.
Okay, I'm down on this shelf now. So,
Right.
Okay, we'll go to this shelf. Okay, so this is a big stack of paper. And Josiah, this can all go in that blue tub. This paper, we just ordered, I think it's called a banker's box paper organizer. It's got 8 spots to put paper. And so all of this paper is hard for the kids to get to because when they want a piece of construction paper, they pull just from the stack and all the paper falls over or gets crinkled up and all of that stuff. So this is all coming out of here and it's going to go in our paper organizer, which should show up tomorrow. So this needs Mark to go somewhere where it can sit until tomorrow. Maybe out on the back porch. Thank you. That's a great tub for the books. Good job, Samuel. Okay.
You're going to talk really loud.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to talk louder so people can hear. Okay, this whole thing is going to go out to the back porch and will come in tomorrow once we get our organizer. Still trying. See? Big piles of paper. If you're a homeschooler, you know what all this is about. This goes with our laminator, actually. Naomi, that can go to the back porch. Can you take this down to the laminator? We keep our oh, sorry, that can go on the back porch. The laminator lives in the basement, and so I'm going to send the laminator sheets down there. We have an extra piece. I have a little box in here with a bunch of extra pieces from games and things that ended up in this cupboard. Kids that weren't in here didn't know what was going on. We have a shoelace. Do you need a shoelace?
Not currently.
Okay, it's going in there. Can you put that with the foam blocks? You need a part of a toy. Some of these toys are getting put in the trash. Got a bunch of cut up pieces of paper. Uriah is 3 and does know how to use scissors. He has to use them under supervision. But we tend to have lots of just pieces of stuff everywhere. Okay. Next shelf. Here we're going to find more toys. This hat. These I use for school. It's just some really cheap paper plates that each have a number on them. And we put them out on the floor and the 3-year-old will jump. Like, can you jump to number 4? Can you jump to number 10? So we actually use those. All the balls going in the bin. That we're going to get rid of. These we're going to get rid of. These are toys. Those can go in the blue bin. Another toy. I'm not going to get rid of every toy, but certain toys just need to go. Not most toys, just the ones we don't actually use. Samuel, come here, please. Woo. This toy and that toy. Thank you. Okay, got a couple random, what's in here? Oh, I know what that is. Oops, sorry, that was loud. Okay, these were from my mom. She got them at Walmart for Uriah for his birthday. These are colored pencils. You hear the baby, he's banging a spoon out there. These are colored pencils. They're going to go with that blue bin, but it's not closing right. I'm trying to clear them all up. And that can go with the blue bin. These little bags here are super cute. They were given to us 10 years ago by a friend down in Florida, and we still use them regularly. It's going in the trash. Ooh, sorry. This is very loud. Okay, this bin is filled with some wooden toys that we got that I organized the other day, and we are definitely keeping that. I'm going to put that up on this shelf. I don't know that it's staying there. The other thing that I want organized with these is the bin of Legos that's there on the bottom. I have that bin of Legos. Like I said, we might move the shelves here, but for right now, the shelves are okay where they are while I organize that stuff. this is our school morning basket that we've talked about in other videos. And this will need to find a home, and I'm not sure if it's going to live out there or live in the cupboard. So we're going to put this over there. And Josiah, can you carefully walk over here? This can go down with the hedgehog. Like, we have this toy that's a hedgehog. He knows what I'm talking about. So I'm thinking I'm going to put these toys, because that's all I have for toys to go in the cupboard, I think. I think I'm going to put these toys down on the bottom shelf where the kids can easily get to them. And I think that shelf is high enough that both these boxes can fit. These were two items that I really wanted to make sure were organized because they easily make a mess when all the Legos go everywhere. And we're going to put these toys down here too. Our family does not have a ton of toys. We have a tendency to draw, read, listen to music. We do have some toys, but I don't know. I'd say we have probably the amount equal to one kid for the 7 kids in our house. We just don't keep a lot of toys. We do a lot more of creative play. So a lot of our toys are, like, they play with the popsicle sticks regularly. They play with the Legos. We don't have a lot of one-purpose toys. Does that make sense? Okay, so now I got all these drawers cleaned out. I've got all of this cleaned out, which means I can go over here. And I was kind of hoping that this was going to take me a little longer because I'm not really sure what to do over here yet. But I guess that's how it goes. So we're going to move this direction. Look. Only one shelf has something on it. You can't sit on the couch, but only one shelf. We should just stop right here because look, I got things cleaned out.
We don't need our couch. We'll sit on the floor.
So wait, let's just sit on the floor tonight. Okay.
Where are we going next?
I don't know. This is the hard part, is when you then have to move to the next spot. I'm going to clean off this whole section right here. Yes, Virginia? Do you need something?
Mind if I go downstairs?
Can you make me a coffee first and then you can go downstairs?
I think it's already made. I just need to pour it in.
Okay, can you pour it in a cupper? Cupper? Pour it in a cupper for me. Hey guys, can you take this list has to go out because that's the stuff.
I can too.
That's their to-do list. Just put it on the table.
Sorry about all the banging.
So, Samuel, can you, huh?
I could do it.
Yes. Samuel, can you take this, put it on the back porch with this, there's a stack of paper. Okay, we're gonna watch out. We don't wanna make too much commotion. This is our pencil sharpener. I've had this pencil sharpener since I was a kid. I love this pencil sharpener. It's probably gonna need to be replaced at some point, but it still works really, really well. You can see there's tape on it. This handle's been broken for a long time, like well before I had children.
So you feed the pencil in here and you open this up. See if you see it. See how it opens up? And you slide it out and stick your pencil in, and it holds the pencil for you while you're sharpening. It goes like that. Awesome device.
Dirty clothes, and put that away. Can we keep an eye that he doesn't fall down?
Yep.
Okay, this is an ink cartridge, I think. It is an ink cartridge. Where should we keep the ink
Or
cartridge?
this computer?
Yes, right up here.
Right there. Yep.
Okay, that's where it's going.
Accessible.
Okay, I need to clean this out. This has some school books in it, but that's not a job for today. But I do know that I want it off this shelf. I told you that we have the paper organizer coming. I want the paper organizer to sit here. I'm not sure what else, but I know this stuff all has to go. So, oh, she brought me coffee. Thank you, dear daughter. You're my favorite coffee maker at the moment. Thank you. Okay. He doesn't know where the thing goes. Okay, we've got tissues. Those will stay because, oh, this can go up with that stuff. Yep. Okay, we've got a couple more things to clean off. I don't know if there's any more to give away, but there's definitely some stuff to clean off. This I want to keep. It's going in my box right there so I can organize it. Death and Dying.
No, that's Dying and Death. I actually have another book
sorry.
called Death and Dying.
Sorry, this is the Joel Beakey one.
I have not read that yet. I need to read it.
Okay, so keep.
Yes.
Free to be holy. I'm
Yes.
fine with keeping
and
any
I'm
of
willing
these.
to give that to someone. Presence of my enemies, good, yes.
Wait, you're willing to give what to somebody?
No, just
Oh,
relax.
sorry. We're
Carry on.
keeping.
Yes.
So I'm just making a pile
Yep,
of keep.
just
Okay.
a pile of keepins.
This, I don't know that we're going to read it. This is
That's actually really good.
it? You want to keep it?
It is. I've
Okay.
read some
I
of it.
haven't read it.
I need to read more of it.
Puritan Reformed Journal.
I'm going to move your copy before it goes swimming.
Okay.
Keep.
Keep. What Time is Purple? Do you want to explain that book?
No, I'm not going to explain it.
Okay.
But you can keep it.
The Lord's Supper.
Need to read it, haven't read it yet.
9 Marks of a Healthy Church.
Okay, so the other day you saw that we had 9 little books.
Yeah.
This is the full book of that. I'm going to put that book with the other 9 little books. So you have the 9 little books and you have the complete book.
So you could do a study with somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Gonzo.
That's a freebie.
Freebie right here.
Okay. Unlocking the Mysteries of Genesis. This is the viewer guide. If you are looking for something really good to be able to do a Bible study for your neighborhood or through your church or anything like that, this is through Institutes of Creation Research, and it talks about creation science and the beginning. God
Is it
creating
8 DVDs
12.
or 10, 12 DVDs?
12 DVDs, really, really good videography. And this is the study guide. It's got a lot of points in it and everything, but it also has some things you can talk about and more books to go into depth about these things.
And we have
It's
the
really good.
DVDs, and we need to do that with a group of people.
If there's a local person, we're not giving this away, but if there's a local person who wants to borrow to see what this thing is,
Yep.
I'm not sending it to anyone, but you are welcome to borrow it. So we will keep that. Okay, we have these, the Modern Creation Trilogy by Henry John Morris. I haven't looked at these, so I don't
Haven't
know.
read, need to read. They go right up there with the other stuff, but I don't know.
Sorry, it's really fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
We've got some dust problems.
We need to put all that creation stuff up with the other creation stuff and move the parenting stuff to the other parenting stuff. Now we gotta organize.
Organizing. Okay. So, where do we have parenting stuff? I've got a couple of things here.
There's some others up there.
Okay, where?
Well, maybe not. Never mind, we don't.
I have some right here. Like,
Yeah,
I've got
but
my
there's no room
homeschool
there.
stuff.
Yeah, but there's no room there.
Okay.
We'll work on that later.
Okay, so these need to go on a different shelf. I'm going to put them right there so we can get them to a different shelf. Okay.
Okay.
This is stuff we're keeping. So this all needs to be able to fit here. No, that's not all fitting there. I guess that doesn't have to fit there except for this.
That stack, though, at your eye level on the far left, is kind of a stack of books that we work with, but
Yep.
it isn't that section of
It
creation.
can go over
stuff.
there. Do you want me to move it?
I can move it.
Okay. It's a big stack. You might need to move it in parts.
This is how much weight I lost. This stack.
Yeah, I kind of moved some of that stuff around, so it's near that weight. Because of the lip on the thing, it's hard to get things in.
Whatever idiot built this, that would be me.
So
should
Mark
be fine.
built this for my parents, and there were specific things they wanted on the shelves, so it was a specific height.
That was like 10 years ago.
No, it was more than that.
It was like 15 years ago. That's what I said.
It was well more. It was well more than 10 years ago.
No talking breeder.
Well more. Okay, so I'm gonna give a book suggestion right now. Huge book, doesn't fit on my shelf there, so I gotta find a spot for it. This book is awesome. It is from Master Books, God's Big Book of Animals, and every animal has beautiful pictures and short facts about the animal, and they're all 4-page, 2 full-page.
Very well done.
Very well done. The kids love to just sit and look through this. Even Malachi will just sit and
I like it.
look through it. Okay, we have a
like
nursing
it?
assistant today book.
Yes, that was my CNA manual.
Are we keeping?
I think it's very valuable,
Okay,
yes.
I'm putting it here for right now so I can move it off the shelf I'm trying to clean off. We might reorganize stuff up here later. Okay, this math book and this math book are currently being used, so I'd like to keep them out.
Take them.
You can put them on the couch for me. Just be careful.
Where's that?
This is empty.
Yep, that's fine.
This is empty, so it's gonna go to Goodwill.
You just stay there.
Okay. And hold on. Yeah, just put them in that chair. That's fine. The clipboards we actually use. I like the sunniness of our living room in the morning, but we don't have a table out here, so the kids can put their schoolwork on clipboards and they can sit here in the sunny window. Okay. This is an art book that was given to me by my grandma. I'm going to keep it. It's just little sketches about different artists, and it was someone she knew wrote the book. So I'm going to keep that. This goes to Goodwill. Josiah, this can go in the chair. Okay, we told you about the dinosaur book yesterday. That can come back up here. Someone was using it. because they couldn't find the clipboard because I need to organize. Now we know where the clipboards are. You want to tell about this?
This is the Bible story book that my mommy read to me about 40 some odd years ago when I was a wee little person. We don't read it very often, but it's kind of sentimental value.
So we keeps.
We should just read them.
That can go into the giveaway pile.
Okay.
That
No.
can go right.
That was a book for the trash. Okay, this is a very good book, Preparing Boys for Battle by Scott T. Brown, who we talked about yesterday with The Weed in the Church and a couple other books. His dad was in the military at Iwo Jima, and it's stories about going off to battle and how that relates to a Christian life for boys.
Bill Brown
right?
just passed away in the last few months, actually. We got to meet him at a conference a few years ago, and he passed away a few months ago at 95, 96. But he was at Iwo Jima. He was shot down.
And Samuel
Awesome
had actually
stories.
just read this book with Daddy. There's one part that they did not read because there's a part in here for like teenage boys.
Probably a little older.
But Samuel and Daddy had just read this, and then when they went, he met Bill Brown, and Bill Brown gave him this whole thing of papers that related to the book with pictures that weren't in the book, and actually had a talk with Samuel, and Samuel found that to be very interesting. So we have all those. Try and hold them back up.
Good luck with that.
So we keep those in the book so we know where they are. So that's gonna, again, we're gonna organize that. We don't really read this. I found parts of it to be a little, it's not terrible. I wouldn't say that it's unbiblical. I would say that it's a little,
Imprecise. No.
yeah. I mean,
Maybe?
yes. I would just say that they take a little creativity with it. But I wouldn't say it's heretical. Like they don't say Jesus, God, the Trinity didn't create. They don't say that. Like, but we're not going to
That
keep
was a long explanation to put something in the trash.
I'm fine if we keep it, but we can put it up with our...
It's going to go in the big heady book pile.
So if you want to show the big heavy books we put up today.
Nope. Later.
Okay. This is a favorite. It's Falling Apart. Swiss Family Robinson this is the unabridged version. The kids have found it to be very, very good. And I'm looking. It's falling apart. All the pages are falling out.
If you know of a hardcover, unabridged copy of Swiss Family Robinson,
Unabridged.
send it to us.
Okay.
I'll buy it from you.
I'm putting all these books right here. Again, we'll keep organizing. This is a history book that I would like to use for school, but we are not currently... We've been focusing on Bible and stuff like that, so we haven't been currently doing this history book, but I'm going to keep it out because I want it to go with our other school stuff, which is this big basket right here. I need a... Samuel, can you get me... Oh,
Where'd it go?
one got dirty over here, so I had him throw it in the dirty
okay.
clothes. Samuel, I need a thing. Abigail, can you go put this in the little bin you created?
Okay.
Oh, Abigail's organizing. Do you see?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you see she's cleaning out our blue bin?
Can you
Oh,
give
he-
me that wet
she-
wash
no, do
cloth
I can-
thrown out?
Yes, get us a new wet washcloth.
So we can, yeah.
These I'm keeping. This is our field guide for birds and our forest trees of Maine that we like to look through. We should utilize these more, but maybe that'll be for another time in the season. Okay. This is a bin of stuff I need to go through. So it's going, like I said, I have a headache. Normally I would try to just, let's get it cleaned up and get everything back, but I'm trying to make sure that I can just put away a bin tonight if need be. Some of this is some stuff I took off the shelves the other day. Can that go in the trash? Or does it go out in the garage?
Maybe out in the garage.
Can you put that on the middle?
Samuel,
The phone away? What are you talking about?
Samuel, can you take this stick,
Oh, I didn't see it.
plunge your hand over
I'm
this,
gonna
and
put it
put
in
it
the
out in the
police.
garage.
Okay.
On the workbench,
I'm
please.
getting rid of a few things.
Oh, look, stuff.
Stuff.
And more stuff.
Where'd my washcloth just go? Oh, you have it. I think someone might be waking up.
Sort of.
Not really. So I'm just dusting with a wet rag because this hasn't been cleaned out for a while. So I would like to put our paper thing in here. I forget exactly how big our paper thing is, but it's going to take up quite a bit of the room. But that's good because we use a lot of paper here in the house.
Yes, we do.
And I want the kids to be able to get it easily. I think once we get the paper thing, we're actually going to put it out some instead of right against the back. And we're going to put those things behind it. So can I have the...
These things?
Yes, because we use them with the paper and then they'll kind of be hidden from view but able to get to. And we will see exactly how that works once we get the paper bin, but I'm going to put the paper bin out.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we have a bunch of papers here. I'm going to do another video about getting rid of kids' papers. But guys, any papers in these piles right now, go through them. You can put them for Grandma. You may put them for Todd and Angela, or we can put them in the trash. Those are the only 3 places they can go, okay? None for Mommy and Daddy out of this round because there's lots of Mommy and Daddy papers.
Okay, take them to the table or something? Or you can sort through them. Go ahead, go sort through them.
Okay, so Mark, do you want to show the recent backpack thing you did?
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to take the camera out of the thing.
Okay, you take the camera out of the thing.
Hey, we've been dismounted. Oh yeah, so you wanted to ask about the big books.
So, big books.
Oh, yes.
That's
On the bottom there is an 1885, that's right, 1885 Bible. It is like a wooden inlaid cover. It's pretty cool. And then Martyr's Mirror is actually a book about martyrs from the Mennonite persuasion. And then here we have Calvin's Institutes of Religion, Matthew Henry's commentary on the entire Bible, and then this one here. This was my family Bible. So that has like my parents and my siblings and aunts and uncles and grandparents and all that kind of stuff. I think that was a bicentennial celebration, like 1976 version Bible. So over here you'll see we have these wonderful backpacks that were donated to our family from Homeschoolers of Maine recently. So a gift from home for Virginia, and each child was given a backpack and some school supplies, and so we've been using these and enjoying them, but weren't sure where to put them. We had been putting them kind of in a heap on the floor, and that was kind of in the way, so we decided with this organization, I had these knobs around for different things, and I just placed them on the side of the bookshelf, kind of out of the way, but still accessible, and the kids can just grab their backpack and walk off with it.
And they were recently given to us. Like, it
Yeah,
wasn't like they've been sitting in a pile for months.
Oh no, like weeks. Well,
We
we've
got
only
them
been
right
home
for
2
the trip.
weeks. Yeah.
So,
All right, back to you.
so now I can put things, like these papers are things I printed off a long time ago and laminated that are perfect for Uriah right now. And so I'm going to put them in his backpack so that I know where they are and we can utilize them for school instead of just sitting on my shelf. That's what we're going to try to
It's a
do.
great idea.
We'll see if it works, but that's what we're going to try to do right here. Okay, so back over here. This is still, I talked about this book yesterday, one of those books I want to.
Somebody grab me my selfie stick under my desk.
Where's trash?
Where's trash? I need to look through that and then get rid of it. So,
Samuel, could you please go get my selfie stick out from under my desk? Thank you.
I need to figure out what needs to go out here on the shelf, what needs to go back in here. But I think we've done a lot of progress, right? Like this is a lot better than it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to keep the tissues on the desk because we actually use them regularly. This
Thank you.
Alpha Phonics book goes with the school stuff I have to go through. Try and do this one portion at a time.
Mommy,
What?
can I put, oh,
Sorry,
that's
hold on.
for Naomi.
That's for Naomi. Okay. No, only for people outside the house today. Remember, it goes in the trash. It goes to Todd and Angela, or it goes to Grandma.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Do you know where my school paper is?
It might be in Grandma's box. You guys can go look in Grandma's box. So for those who don't know, if you haven't watched the channel much, my mother lives in a small house in the backyard, and we have a box that we put her mail in, and also the kids put in pictures during the day and stuff that they make. So when I say Grandma's box, that's what we're talking about. I put some stuff in there for her this morning. Uriah. Hey, Uriah.
What did I do because there's nothing in these.
Oh, there's nothing in there, so it needs to have something in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But there's no mop
Can you give this to Virginia? She can keep it or not, but it's her stuff. So could you give it to her? Thank you. Okay, so this is something I want Naomi to start doing. Virginia has done this in the past. This probably isn't going in the right spot, but this is a home economics program, Mennonite leaning, but it teaches sewing and cooking and all of those things. And it's got some fun recipes in it and stuff. So I'm going to have Naomi do it. So I want to keep it out on the shelf instead of going back in the cupboard. Oh, she's downstairs. Can you set it on her bed? Thank you. This is some really good information, but I don't know if we want to keep it. I need to go through it. So Rachel's gift was a program we went through when we were in Georgia, and it was a lady who she was pregnant and was closer to having her baby, and she was in a car accident and lost her baby. And Rachel was the baby's name. And so she started a program to help parents who were grieving the loss of a baby at whatever stage. And so this was a group she was doing where you would get trained to go into the hospital and help a parent, specifically with a sudden loss, to be able to just know what their rights were. If you lose a baby, you are allowed to keep the baby with you as long as you are in the hospital, if you would like to be able to hold that baby and things. When we lost our son Joshua, we ended up spending an hour or so where we were able to just hold him and look at his fingers and look at his toes, and it was really a good part of the healing process to just be able to see that beautiful little human that God had made. So it just helps parents know what their rights are and know different groups they can get in touch with. There's also a group called Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep, which has volunteer photographers all around the country that will come in and do pictures with a baby that has passed so that you can have those pictures as mementos. And depending on what stage of development and what the cause of death was, can do pictures that might just, take pictures of the hands or take pictures of the feet, depending on what had happened. But this was a very good program, and I'd like to look through the paperwork and see what we'd like to keep, because that might be something God has for us in the future to do. It's not something God has an ability for us to do right now, but it was a very good program. So if you have more questions about that, please ask in the comments. So keep that. I need a pile of mommy needs to go. Okay, this is my mommy needs to go through this pile, because I don't know exactly what is in these notebooks. There's nothing bad. It's not, I'm not going to go through it because there's people on camera.
Turn it that way, it won't fall off.
It's a matter of old school papers. Like, one of the things I know is in here is one time for school, we made a pretend newspaper for Joseph. Joseph being in Egypt. And so I had them write articles and they made ads. And so it was really fun. Virginia was little at the time, so it was a long time ago, but fun things like that. So I just got to go through and see what we want to keep. Okay. I need to clean off that shelf. Again, there's some more stuff that we just need to go through. Some more bins. And some stuff can just get thrown away. Can you put this in that orange bin over there? Careful with it.
In the orange bin?
Josiah likes to help, but he doesn't always hold on to it very well. Okay, this is Virginia's from Human Life Alliance. She has things that are already, that are printed out by different organizations about abortion and things like that. And she has put together a booklet, or like a notebook of resources for someone who chooses life. We haven't been out to the abortion mill for a while, but she has that. Can you put that on Virginia's bed? Okay, I have some homeschool letters that I need to file. I kept them. These weren't from this year. These were from last year. I have them. They're not in the filing cabinet. Can you put these on the chair in the girls' room? Thank you. Okay, we have some kids' papers that we need to get rid of. So we're going to see if there's anything important, and then the rest are going in the trash. Wait. Gotta look through.
Waiting. Recalculating.
So for anyone who thinks I might be being mean about these school papers and things, we write and do things, like the kids write papers all the time. Give those to Samuel. Write papers all the time. So if I kept every paper, we would need to have an entire room just for their papers. I'm not exaggerating. We don't keep a lot of toys. We do a lot of drawing and writing. You filled it for me? Let's see what you filled it with. Wow.
I filled it with it.
Oh, thank you. Did you take tops off markers or did you find random tops?
I find them top.
You didn't take them off the markers?
No.
Good. Okay.
Mommy.
Okay.
And
Daddy.
I
We have a cord and a bungee cord.
Alright, this cord is for Naomi's phone.
Okay. You want Naomi to keep it?
Yep.
Give it to Naomi.
Put that on her desk.
Mommy, and do it.
That looks like the back door to something. It probably needs to go in there. Hey, look, the trash can. Clink. Hey, can you take that and put it out on the
Mommy, do
The-
it in there. Mommy, do it.
Samuel? Can you put that on the workbench for me, please? These are.
Okay, this is a paper that needs to be filed. It was just, I shared Josiah's medical records to a different doctor. Go ahead.
Filing cabinet.
Right on the chair next to the filing cabinet.
Dad, where's the fire?
The girls' room.
Mommy.
We have our G3 tags from last year.
We didn't actually need them. Hi. What do you want?
I don't know where it is.
What is that?
The black chair in the
That
girls'
that
room.
is called a hex wrench or a Allen key. Can you put it on the island and I will put it with my tools. Samuel, that can go on the workbench. Left thing will go on the workbench.
Josiah, can you... Actually, I'm going to the trash. I have other stuff that has to go to the trash. What?
I'm the one that likes drawing.
You're the one who likes drawing. You do like drawing
You
the
do like
best.
drawing, don't you?
I would say you draw the most pictures for us,
Yep.
which is very, very good. Hey, anyone who gets any of these free books that we're giving away, if you would like some pictures included from the children, I can send some off. I've got plenty.
Authentic cow art.
You don't have to keep them. You can just look at them and then put them in your recycling bin or whatever. But if you would like some pictures from them, you may keep it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, can you put this on Daddy's desk? It's some cords and stuff. Daddy's got to deal with that.
Yep. Put it on Daddy's desk. Thank you.
You got, oh, very nice.
Okay.
Okay, if any of you have watched our channel, Virginia did a WIC check. Like if you got WIC checks, what you needed to add to your WIC checks and how you could make meals for the month. Go ahead and look that up, but we don't need sheet of paper anymore. These are, okay, so before COVID hit, I was trying to price out food, which I think I'm gonna have the girls do again. But this stuff might not be very accurate anymore because of what's available and at what prices. So I'm gonna keep it so the girls can look, but right now we're not being super strict with our food budget only because some stuff hasn't been available. It's available right now, but it wasn't for months. And so I wasn't keeping a super track of it just because we were getting food the family needed. The White House, our economic payment from March or whatever. It's just the paperwork. What's wrong, baby?
What's your problem?
What'd
you swallow about? Could you, yeah, thank you. You
I
go see
don't
your
know. What are you
sister.
screaming about?
No more screaming from the screamer pants. Yeah. Thank you.
Packed it up.
You backed it up? Can you put it back in there though?
Yep.
No. Sorry. Back where you found it.
Okay.
You did a very good job organizing it. I think just mommy's
This
waiting to
goes
put it
in
back where she
track
puts it.
because I don't know how to.
Oh, you know what you do? You twist it. See? Like that. That works. See if it works on a piece of paper.
Sure, and then you'll get rid of it.
All right,
He wants to show a picture and then he's gonna get rid of it.
So I made that one time.
You made that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Does he want to swing? Hold on, I'm trying to figure out which pile I'm supposed to put that in. It's supposed to go in that one.
I'm just gonna chase you around
That's
until you
fine.
figure it out.
Okay, so that's my pile of stuff I have to deal with. We have a computer back here.
Oh, yeah.
Am I keeping it back here?
For now, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna wipe it off because it's all dusty.
Okay.
I want to show it.
Okay, you can show it on camera.
And I made this.
Oh, that's very nice. He looks familiar. Do I
Okay.
know that guy?
Yeah, it's a maze.
What, baby? Okay. For anyone who doesn't know, we have some of these family planning cards. Main family planning, you can have an abortion through the mail. You just talk to a doctor online and they send you the pills. And so
That's an evil thing.
it's a very evil thing. And so we had these cards so we could show people. It happens at 18 clinics around the state. So if you think, oh, nobody around me is getting abortions and stuff, it's happening right in towns. I mean,
Within
Rockland
20 miles
is,
of your house, guaranteed.
yeah, Rockland is right down the road from us. So there's only a couple things I'm going to keep in here. So we don't need this thing sitting here anymore. Abigail, can you put all of these on Virginia's desk? I've got a whole bunch of receipts, which are going in the trash. They're like Shaw's receipts. They were being used for school for the girls, but not anymore. Trash. Trash.
Confidential mail?
Emory Avenue neighbor.
Oh, that was the thing where they're trying to like... Yeah,
That can
whatever.
go away.
Where?
They were trying to tell us how we should vote or something.
Where?
No.
Oh, no.
Mommy,
Yep.
where?
We don't need to keep this.
Trash.
Okay, this can go on Daddy's desk. You could use it for something. If you
Camera
can't, we'll get
sneeze.
rid of it. Okay, so, oops, I gotta clean off the rest of this part.
Stickers.
Huh?
There's stickers right there.
I know, these are for fixing if things are falling out of a notebook. So I need to keep them.
We use them for alphaphonics.
We have used them in the phonics book because it's falling apart, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So it's gonna go in this bin up here, which will be organized later. This is kind of my miscellaneous. It has a pencil sharpener. It has paper clips. It has thumbtacks. It has kind of all those random
I can
things
wash
that don't
that.
really have.
I
a spot.
can wash that.
Could you go shake that out in the sink for me?
Okay.
This can go in the trash.
Let's see.
No, just shake it out over the sink. This is going, the computer's getting moved over here. The only things that we're keeping right here are our church
That's for
thing
my church.
and our notebook. Anything else? This shelf. Okay, we're almost done.
Let's keep these up there.
This needs to go in that orange bin
Here.
or over on the couch near the orange bin. Whoops.
Let's
Things are falling out.
more stickers.
Careful.
Okay. I need
Thanks,
to
Bob.
redeem these. When we got our backpacks, they also sent me, we each get a free unit study from Homeschoolers of Maine, and I haven't redeemed them yet. So I'm going to put these up here so I can do that. And these are all audio we can listen to on the computer.
Yeah.
We need to dust them a little bit. All very good. We've gone through recently all our audio stuff and gotten rid of CDs and things we didn't want anymore. So those ones are all keepers. Samuel, can you take this downstairs to where our VCR is?
What's that?
This is our wedding tape. One of our wedding tapes from Steve.
This is one of those fancy things from the late, well, actually it was a while ago. It's called a VHS cassette. I don't know if anybody's ever seen one of those before.
And you need a special tool called a VCR to run them. So our VCR is downstairs. We're old. I'm not sure.
We
We're on the
still
couch
own
for
a
right now.
VCR. That means
We
we're
do.
weird or something.
We have a couple VHS. We have, this goes to the,
Remote.
This one.
oh, to this. Okay. Sorry, this is a TV monitor. I forgot what this one is.
Yeah, it's not really a computer monitor. It's a television, but it's hooked up to our computer.
A friend gave us this one. Or is this the one from Grandma and our friend's one is downstairs?
Friends one's downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. We have some wooden blocks. Leave that right there. I don't know why we have a whole bunch of
The big
wooden
one
blocks.
is the fun zone.
Those
Behind
were
there.
holding up the VHS and DVD player when it used to be up here, I don't know, 6 months ago.
Probably longer than that.
Probably longer than that, yeah.
So,
And this router can be picked up and you can, that box can go away.
oh, the box can go away.
Yeah, yep, I can hold that.
Ooh, let's get all this dust. This is pretty gross. You guys get to see all our dust. We have a house that does not
Breathe.
breathe well,
At all.
and so it has lots of dust. It's not my housekeeping skills necessarily. I'm not saying my housekeeping skills are perfect, but I've never had a house this dusty. We've lived in multiple houses and they've never been this dusty, so it's something to do with this house. So this box can get trashed.
Yep, to the trash with you.
Okay, these
go.
are a bunch of tracks. Hill Cumorah.
Yeah, Virginia's stuff.
This is Virginia's Mormon LDS. Is that what they're called now?
Okay.
Outreach.
Outreach.
We're not Mormon.
No. We are not Mormon. She has been witnessing to Mormons, doing Bible studies with them. And when we went on our trip last year, 2 years ago, when we went on a trip one time, we went to Hill Cumorah, which is one of their sacred places. And she witnessed to the lady inside the Hill Cumorah place. And she's now been able to talk to other Mormons about the Hill Cumorah place because a lot of them have been there. So it's a talking point. And it was,
Trash.
we shouldn't have gone. Not that it was a problem that we went, but we saw a sign. Virginia had been reading about LDS stuff, and we saw a sign that said Hill Cumorah 2 miles this way or whatever. But there was construction and we ended up going like 20 miles out of the way to get to this place that should have been just a, hey, let's stop in and see. The kids needed to get out and run around. So we were like, that'll be a great place.
That window is really hard
Sorry.
to get right.
That'll be a great place to run around. And then what happened was we ended up having to drive all this long distance. And then we got there and one of the kids, maybe Abigail, fell when we first got there and hurt her knee. And it was just kind of a...
I hurt my knee?
I think so. It was a couple years ago. So, okay, so now I got this cleaned off. What else do I have to do?
I don't know. You're 45 minutes in.
Wow. So they're just going to watch me blab about how I'm going to clean up my stuff. Do people like listening to me blab about my stuff? I guess so. Okay, if you're still watching, thank you. I'm going to put this in here because, like I said, we've got stuff going on today. This might be too heavy to put in there. Is that going to break it?
It won't break it.
You sure?
It might break you, but not yet.
So this nice cabinet was given to me by my Uncle John and my Aunt Jean. Aunt Jean, Uncle John. It was in their kitchen.
That's my
And
oldest.
I know, I'm getting ready to your oldest. It was in their kitchen. They did a new kitchen because I had to take out a wall. And so this was part of it. Josiah, that's really loud. And they gave this to us. So it's been really nice to have for homeschool stuff. But I never really organized it super well when we first got it. These are old lists that we don't use anymore, so we're going to take them down. Got that? Okay, one thing that does need to go back up in here is this is the boys.
Big orange pile of...
Well,
hold on.
sorry.
All right.
Like,
Move that, please. Yeah, I just don't want all of that to fall down at once.
this was given to the boys, different... Are you okay? Kits? Yes? You don't look so good. Okay, these were different like science kits that were given to the boys, and they just haven't had a chance to do them recently, so I'm putting them up there. We have to organize that bin.
I like them.
But we can put them all together.
I didn't know we had these.
We can put them all together. These are, you want to show them
These
those?
are old grandpa.
Old grandpa.
Yeah, this is when Grandpa died. They made bookmarks with pictures of Sarah's dad.
He died a few years ago.
Yeah, he died 6.5 years ago.
He died before you were even in my belly.
Uh-huh.
So I need the blue bin back, Abigail.
Okay. Move it.
Yep.
Okay.
Blue bin.
No.
You got a blue bin?
Oh, can I have the washcloth, Josiah?
Hey, you.
Hey, yeah.
Unplug.
Oh, thank you.
Whoops. I
Okay.
got
Yeah, can you
Some
help
pen.
me, please?
some pens stick out the bottom.
Does he want a snack? Maybe some crackers? Like one of the Club Cracker brand? Let's see, does that...
Mama, I'll be
it'll
on the
fit.
couch.
Okay,
When you-
I'm not saying this is totally done, but this leaves me at a spot where I can work, I can take out one bin and work on it and actually have everything where it needs to go. Are you okay again? Okay, Josiah's having a hard time right now. Can I have our school basket?
Okay. Here. Here's the other one
So
of
this is
the...
what we
Here we
get
go.
out every morning to do our morning basket worth of school stuff. So that's gonna come
Where
in here.
is Grandpa's things gonna go?
Put them in this bin and we'll finish organizing them.
Okay.
Can I have those math books there?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. And Tim's math.
Thank you. And can you put those books all out on the, with the stuff to go to Goodwill, out on the porch? Okay. I think that's all that's going in there for now. This is, you can see, I still have lots of space.
Oh, Mama.
But this bin needs to be cleaned, and this is probably something that's going to be done off camera, cleaning out the bin, because nobody wants to sit and watch me go through this for 45 minutes, or however long it's going to take me. But you can see, we have accomplished a lot in the house. Getting things done, getting decluttered. I've thrown out more than 20 items, even if it was just papers today, and made room to be able to have my new thing that I wanted, the new thing with papers, and be able to organize so that my kids can find the things that they need to use for school easier, which means I can do school easier with the kids because we're not always running around searching for things. So thank you for joining us today on Herding Little Cows to the Glory of God. We'll see you guys next time.